Every time you get a new data set, you waste 2 to 3 hours figuring out tables, columns, relationships, missing values, and important KPIs. Here is how I use Claude to understand any data set in under 1 minute. So here is the example of a sales data set. It has many columns and is a messy data. In order to explore and understand this data set, earlier we used to take around 2 to 3 hours. Now I use Claude to understand these kind of data sets in order to cut the time. First of all, let's connect the Power BI model to the Claude. So for this, you will need the MCP integration. And I have a video on this on how you can integrate the Claude with Power BI Desktop. So I'm gonna attach it in the description. You can watch it later. So let's connect to the Power BI. I will say connect to the Open Power BI model, and I have not named the Power BI report, so maybe it's untitled. Okay, so it has connected the untitled Power BI desktop file to the Claude. Now I'm going to give it a prompt so that it can analyze the data set and give me the result. And this is the prompt where I'm saying you are a senior data analyst, analyze this data set and help me understand it quickly. And then I'm saying give me the business understanding of the data set, important columns, possible KPIs, data quality issues, relationship between columns, suggested dashboard ideas, interesting patterns or anomalies, questions that stakeholders may ask, recommended Power BI visuals, executive summary in simple English. So let me click on enter. Okay, so it has returned the output now. So first is business understanding. So it says this is a global B2B sales transaction data set. Each row is one order placed by a customer. It spans 18 countries across 9 plus regions and tracks the full order to cash life cycle. So after that, it gives a snapshot of KPIs that is good to know about the data set. And then it gives the important columns. So it gives the financial drivers. So these are the financial columns like net sales, gross profit, margin percentage, discount, and COGS. And then this is the segment columns like segment, product category, subcategory, order date, ship date, return flag, return reason, LTV score, score. And it says possible KPIs to build in Power BI. Now, this is the interesting part. Data quality issues detected. To analyze this kind of issues, we usually go to Power Query and then we check each column and check the quality, column distribution for each columns. And then we get some understanding about the data set. And here it gives you the quality issues in just 1 minute without actually doing anything. So you should take this leverage while building the Power BI reports. It says duplicate date column. It has the order date copy. So the copy column can be removed. And it says 7 missing phone numbers are there, and then inconsistent column names are there. Some are Pascal case, some are snake case, and some are all caps, so standardization may be required. 15 currencies, no normalized USD column. So the net sales is stored in local currencies like INR, EUR, and rubles. So these are not standardized. So maybe some standardization to USD should be done. So it says exchange rates exist, but converted column is missing. So it has given all the data quality issues that you have in the data set. And then it's suggesting like key column relationships. So it's showing the calculated columns that you can create for these measures and the possible entity linkage. Next, it's showing the revenue breakdown by segment category. Good to know. And then it's showing the interesting patterns and anomalies. And this is again very interesting part because earlier you would never come to know about these patterns and anomalies unless and until you create the Power BI report fully and then analyze the data and analyze the Power BI report visually, and then you use to derive the insights and then you try to find the anomalies that you have in the data set, but it's giving you in 1 minute without actually building a Power BI report. So that's very interesting. And if you get these things, you can actually build your Power BI reports according to that. So it says low LTV customers return more, whereas the high LTV customers have zero returns. Then it says express shipping cost is 8 times more than economy shipping cost. Similarly, it shows other patterns and anomalies. Now it shows the questions the stakeholder will ask. So these basically you can use to create the report. And then it's showing the recommended Power BI visuals and dashboards. This is basically a recommendation on what charts or visuals you can use to create further storytelling of this data set. And then after that, it shows like the whole executive summary in plain English so that people can just read and know the data set. I hope you found this video interesting. If you're still manually exploring the data sets in 2026, you're wasting hours every week. You should remember one thing: AI won't replace analysts, but analyst who's using AI definitely will. So if you're not using AI in your Power BI reports, you should consider using it and start using it as soon as possible.
If you need my help and want to connect one-on-one with me, you can book a call on TalkMate. And if you want to buy Power BI reports along with the dataset and BRD document, you can check out the products I have here. I have provided the links in the description. See you there.
So see you in the next video.